Something that I've come to realize over time is no matter how much you try to plan your life going forward and the next steps, whether it be getting a higher paying job or planning a trip to a certain location and sometime in the future, could be things about your kids and family. It always seems that things don't always work out exactly as planned, although things always do work out in some way, shape, or form. And the fact that things aren't always working out the way we expect them to. And a lot of times when we have a set plan or a set goal, and it seems that that particular set plan or set goal isn't going to materialize, that can generate lots of anxiety, lots of stress. And sometimes we try to force circumstances to help conspire so that we do get the outcome that we want. So because things never turn out exactly the way we plan, it's easy to fall into that feeling of living in a bit of chaos and a bit of that uncertainty. It can, if we're not careful, that kind of thing can really drain us, and it can sometimes make us feel pessimistic because we don't have as much control over things in our lives as we want. But kind of in that context, what I've realized is, yes, it's always important to have some idea of where you want to go, and as we live and learn throughout our lives, we kind of reshuffle the thoughts about the things we want and where we want to head. But it's always going to be the case that so many things, if not most things, don't always work out exactly as we have planned. And we just need to accept that that's the way it should be, that's the way it is. And many times when we have a goal that we want to, get somewhere, many times things don't turn out the way we plan, but actually the way they do materialize in practice is much better for us in the grander scheme of things. So something that I wanted to just talk about is how, just taking some time every day to balance yourself kind of mentally, regain a bit of clarity, and just try to reach that feeling at least a little bit every day where you're temporarily kind of deactivating any stress or any tension or any anxiety about things going on in your day-to-day life. And if you can kind of just reach that point just a little bit every day, things like meditation or certain hobbies where you're kind of mindfully engaged in activities can help. Once you kind of reach that kind of clear-minded state, well, first of all, you feel much better. And secondly, you get lots of insights about, out of nowhere, you tend to get ideas about, the next step to do one thing or to do another, which are actually these insights that you get when you're in that clear-minded state, in that kind of optimistic state, are really guiding you towards the things that you actually do want in life. Sometimes we think we want something, but actually, in fact, we want something else. Kind of our subconscious knows better than our conscious selves what we really want. And when you're really clear-minded, kind of optimistic, kind of chilled, perhaps doing maybe meditation or on a regular basis, or just doing a lot of activities that kind of put you into that clear-minded state, you really do open up those channels, so you really get those insights and ideas about what to do next. And when you get those ideas and insights, when you're in that good feeling place and it resonates with you, then what I've learned, and just from many years of experience of just trying to go down the better path for myself, those insights and ideas that you get when you're in that somewhat of a clear-minded state, when they resonate with you, those things you shouldn't really question so much. If you're feeling good and you get an idea and you feel a pure feeling of resonance, then that idea or that insight is really important to you. So it's really important to acknowledge those insights that you get, to be able to discern them, and then kind of follow through on those things. Sometimes you get the impulse to call somebody or to send somebody a message that you haven't spoken to in a while. It just feels right, but you don't know why you got the idea. Well, that's probably a sign that you should do it. Or you got this idea that all of a sudden you want to go out and go to the supermarket or do something, even though you can't explain why you feel like you want to do it. If it feels like the right thing, chances are if you pursue that, you might bump into some positive coincidences. You might bump into somebody you knew, or you might meet somebody while you're doing that who could be an important person in your life going forwards. I guess the point is being able to set the atmosphere within yourself where you can get these insights and ideas and just feel resonance with it, and then follow through those ideas and insights just to see where it goes. To me, like all the best things that have happened in my life and all the best um, choices I've made, the best kind of directions I've headed down, the best experience I've had have all been a result of just following those ideas. So if you're not really experienced with what this feeling of kind of resonance feels like, then it's worth kind of training yourself to have that kind of meditative mindset at least a little bit every day if possible, or as frequently as you can. Obviously, everybody's busy. Your mind is usually engaged in some type of activity throughout the day, but sometimes just 15, 20 minutes every day, if you can just kind of chill, relax, kind of lean in an optimistic direction, just kind of slow your thoughts down, and you kind of open the pathways for these insights and ideas to come. And when they resonate, that's really kind of your guidance about what to do next and who you should speak to next, or what decision you should make next. And even if you can't explain what comes after that, it really is just finding that resonating feeling about the next step. And if you follow through, you know, chances are you'll start noticing a lot of positive coincidences in your life. So if there's any message that I can give there, is just don't underestimate the importance of having that kind of downtime where you can have a clear mind a little bit every day and be optimistic, and just look for feelings of resonance. And if you understand what a feeling of resonance is, and you feel that about something, then follow through on that and just see where it takes you.